This is for pole and this is for the focus and this is the center of curvature. By using this diagram, we can explain what is focal length. What is focal length? The distance from pole to focus is called as focal length. The distance from pole to focus is called as focal length, and the focal length is represented by letter small f. And the focal length is represented by the letter small f. The distance from pole to focus is called as focal length. Okay, now if the distance from focus to center of curvature is equal to distance from pole to focus. Actually, the distance from pole to center of curvature should be called as radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is represented by the letter capital R. Radius of curvature is represented by the letter capital R. Masira, the distance from pole to focus is called as focal length. It is represented by the small f. The distance from pole to center of curvature is called as radius of curvature and it is represented by the letter capital R. Now here the distance from pole to focus is equal to the distance from pole to center of curvature. Okay, now Amma, here the distance from pole to focus is equal to distance from focus to center of curvature. By using this one, the relation between focal length and the radius of curvature is the radius of curvature R is always equal to twice the focal length of any mirror. Spherical mirror, concave mirror or convex mirror. The relation between radius of curvature and focal length is the radius of curvature is always equal to twice of the focal length. Okay, na? This is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length. See Amma, here this is the spherical mirror diagram. This diagram indicates the concave mirror. Okay, na? Concave mirror, what are the terms related to the concave mirror? These same terms should be applicable to convex mirror also. See the first one, this one is the curvature Amma. The width of the spherical mirror should be called as aperture. And next one, the midpoint of the mirror should be called as the pole. The horizontal line which is passing through the pole and center of curvature should be called as the principal axis. And next one, the reflected rays meet at a point on the principal axis. That point should be called as a focus. And next one, the distance from pole to focus is called as a focal length. And the distance from pole to center of curvature is called as the radius of curvature. The relation between radius of curvature and the focal length is equal to R is equal to 2f. The radius of curvature is equal to twice the focal length. And one more thing Amma, if the aperture of the spherical mirror or concave mirror is increases, the focal length should be decreases. Listen carefully. Aperture means width. The width, this is width Amma. The width of the spherical mirror is increases. The focal length of the mirror should be decreases. If the width of the spherical mirror is decreases, the focal length should be increases. Okay, na? Dear students, in this lesson we have discussed about the what is image, what are the types of the image, the what is the spherical mirrors, what are the different types of the spherical mirrors, and again what are the terms that are related to the spherical mirrors. Surface. In this lesson we have discussed about the image, types of images and the spherical mirrors, other types of mirrors and what are the terms that are related to the spherical mirrors. In this lesson, the lesson name is reflection of light. Reflection of light by curved surface. Reflection of light by curved surface. Curved surface. Okay, na? In this lesson, we have to learn about how to draw the ray diagrams. What is the ray diagram? What is the importance of the ray diagrams? And in this lesson, we have to discuss what is the ray diagram and what is the importance of the ray diagrams, and what are the rules for drawing the ray diagrams. What is the ray diagram? What is the importance of the ray diagram, and next what are the rules that are drawing the ray diagrams. But the main importance of the ray diagram is, by using the ray diagrams we have to exactly find out the position of the image of the given object. And next, what is the rules of the ray diagrams? There are 4 rules for drawing the ray diagrams. Ray diagrams can be drawn to the concave mirror and convex mirror. See the first rule. Rule number 1. Any light ray that are coming from the source, that light ray is always parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will passes through the focus. This is the first rule, Amma. The first rule is, any incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis and are incident on the any surface, concave surface or convex surface, after reflection, the reflected ray must passes through the focus. That is the rule number 1. Now see the rule number 1, Ra. This is the first concave mirror. Concave mirror means if the hollow surface or inside surface should be act as a reflecting surface, Amma. Outside should be coated with the help of the lead oxide. This is coated surface, no reflection takes place. The reflection should be takes place only on inner side. This is the pole, midpoint of the pole should be called as the mirror, and this is the focus, and this is the center of curvature. Okay, now this is concave mirror, Amma. See the first rule, any light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, this is incident ray. Incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis, which are incident on the concave surface. After reflection, the reflected ray will passes through the focus. This is the first rule number 1. Any light ray which is parallel to the principal axis is incident on the concave surface. After reflection, the reflected ray will passes through the focus. This is the first rule. Okay, now this same rule is applicable to convex mirror also. Convex mirror also. In this ray diagram, I will explain why the concave mirror should be called as a converging mirror and why the convex mirror should be called as a diverging mirror. Okay, na? Masira, here inner surface should be coated. Inner surface coated means the reflection should be takes place only on outer side of the concave surface, outer side of the spherical surface, Amma. If the reflection is takes place only on outer side, this mirror should be called as the convex mirror. Okay, now Amma, here midpoint of the mirror should be called as the pole, and next one center of curvature. We have take the spherical mirror means concave mirror and convex mirrors. The terms focus, focal length, center of curvature, these are all inserted only inside of the sphere, inside of the spherical mirror. That's why the center of curvature should be kept inside of the spherical mirror, convex mirror. Okay, now here pole and center of curvature, and this is called as focus. Okay, now first ray means any light ray which is parallel to the principal axis. This is light ray, Amma, which is incident on the convex surface. The light, and next one more thing is, if the reflection is always takes place only in one medium, either it is a rarer or a denser, whatever it is, only reflection takes place in one medium. See here the light is incident on the convex surface. If reflected back from the surface, this is reflected ray. The light ray does not enter into the mirror, Amma. This reflected outside, this is reflected ray, reflection from the surface. This is incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Okay, na? So this reflected ray is extended. That extended reflected ray is passes through the focus. Extended reflected ray should passes through the focus. Okay, now here directly reflected ray is passes through the focus. Here the extended reflected ray is passes through the focus. That's why reflected rays gives real image. Here extended reflected rays gives virtual image. Extended reflected rays gives virtual image. Okay now amma, here parallel to principal axis, rule number 1, parallel to principal axis after reflection passes through the focus. See the rule number 2 amma, any light ray that should be passes through the focus and incident on the spherical mirror after reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. See amma, here this is a concave mirror, concave mirror. Here this is the principal axis, pole, focus and next center of curvature. Okay namma, here parallel, focus, here focus, parallel, focus, parallel. That means any light ray which is passing through the focus is incident on the concave surface after reflection, it will be moved parallel to the principal axis. It will be moved parallel to the principal axis. Any light ray which is passing through the focus and is incident on the concave surface after reflection, the reflected ray will move parallel to the principal axis. This is the rule number 2. Okay na? Rule number 2. Passing through the focus parallel to principal axis. See the convex mirror. Convex mirror means inside coating. This is the principal axis, pole, focus and next center of curvature. The light ray which is passing through the focus, incident ray, extended incident ray passes through the focus. After reflection, it will be moved parallel to the principal axis. This is incident ray. The light ray does not enter into the spherical mirror. Okay na? Here the incident ray is incident on the convex surface. The reflected ray will move parallel to the principal axis. This is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Okay na? And next one, rule number 3. Any light ray which is passing through the center of curvature, after reflection, it will be moved along the same path in opposite direction. This is concave mirror. Pole, focus and next center of curvature. Pole, focus and center of curvature. This is concave mirror. Any light ray that should be passing through the center of curvature. This is the incident ray. Any light ray that should be passes through the center of curvature is incident on the concave surface after reflection. The same light ray will move in the same path along with the same path in opposite direction. Incident ray is moving along with the center of curvature and the reflected ray is also moving with the center of curvature. This is incident ray and this is the center of curvature. This is concave. Next one, see the convex amma. Convex, pole, focus and next center of curvature. This is the width of the convex mirror. Width of the convex mirror means aperture. Width of the convex mirror is aperture. Actually, this is the center of curvature amma. The light ray that should be passes through the center of curvature. This is the extended incident ray amma. Extended incident ray. Okay na? This is incident ray. And again the reflected ray will come back into the same medium or same path in opposite direction. Okay na? In opposite direction. And next one, rule number 4. Rule number 4. This is the pole and focus and next center of curvature. Okay na? Any light ray which makes a certain angle and are incident on the concave surface. Concave surface means outside coating. Okay na? Any light ray which makes a certain angle and are incident on the concave surface. the reflected ray should make an equal angle and reflected back into the same medium. Okay na? This is incident ray amma. It makes a certain angle with the principal axis and the same angle should be takes place by the reflected ray with the principal axis. Okay na? And next, convex mirror. Convex mirror. This is inside coating, pole, focus, and next center of curvature. Okay, Nama? Here, any light ray which makes a certain angle with the principal axis and is incident on the convex surface and reflected ray is makes a same angle with the principal axis. This is the rule number 4. And next, one more rule is there, Amma. That is fifth one. The first here, this is the concave. Okay, na? Pole and focus and center of curvature. Any light ray which is passing along with the principal axis. Any light ray which is passing through the principal axis after reflection, it will retrace its path. That means it will come back into the same path in a opposite direction. Same path in opposite direction. Okay, Nama? These are the 4 rules for drawing the ray diagram. The importance of the ray diagram is to find out the exact position of the image of the given object. Nama. Rule number 1. This is the first rule. Any light ray which is parallel to the principal axis is incident on the concave mirror or convex mirror. After reflection, the reflected ray will passes through the focus or appears to passes through the focus. Will passes through the focus or appears to passes through the focus. See the second rule, Amma. Any light ray which is passing through the focus after reflection, the reflected ray will parallel to the principal axis. Here also the reflected ray will passes through the principal axis. See the third one. Any light ray which is passing through the center of curvature after reflection, the reflected ray is moving along in a same path in opposite direction. See the rule number 4. Any light ray which makes a certain angle with the principal axis is incident on the pole. Again the reflected ray makes the same angle and moves into the same medium. Okay na? And next one, any light ray which is passes along with the principal axis after reflection, it will retrace its path. It will come back into the same path in a opposite direction. These are the rules for drawing the ray diagrams. There are 6 ray diagrams for concave mirror and 2 ray diagrams for a convex mirror. Total 8 ray diagrams can be drawn. That ray diagrams are used to find the exact position of the image of the object. Okay, now, Amma? See na? Ray diagrams for concave mirror. Concave mirror should be called as the converging mirror. Okay, Amma. See the first diagram, ray diagrams for concave mirror. There are 6 ray diagrams for concave mirror. Concave mirror is also called as the converging mirror. See the first diagram, Amma. When the object is at infinitive. When the object is at infinitive. Okay, na? This is the first ray diagram. When the object is infinitive. Okay, Nama? There are the 4 rules for drawing the ray diagrams. Among the 4 rules, only 2 rules can be used to draw the ray diagrams. Amma. See the first rule. This is a concave mirror. Concave mirror means outside coating. Outside coating. This is the pole. Pole means midpoint of the mirror is called pole. The horizontal line which is passing through the pole and center of curvature is called as the principal axis. And the object is at infinitive. Infinitive means more distance like the sun. For example, the rays are coming from the sun. that are incident on the concave surface. Light rays are always travels in a straight line motion, amma. This is the incident ray. Okay na? The incident ray is incident on the concave surface. After reflection, it will be passes through the focus. Okay na? This is called reflected ray. Incident ray is always represented by the one easily identification. For easily identification, incident ray is represented by the 1 and the reflected rays is represented by the 2. And these are the second ray, amma. Any light ray is parallel to the principal axis, is incident on the concave surface. After reflection, it will be passes through the focus. Okay na? This is also a reflected ray. These reflected rays are meet at a point. That point should be called as focus. Already I said the reflected rays is always gives a real image. The reflected rays is always gives a real image. The point where the two reflected rays meet, that point should be called as focus, and that image should be called as real image. Here the image should be called as on focus. Okay na? Here what are the characteristics of image? What are the characteristics of image? What are the characteristics of image? Where will the image is formed? The image should be formed on the focus. Image should be formed on focus. Image formed on focus. Okay na, amma? Image should be formed on the focus. Okay na? Here either it is diminished or enlarged. Diminished means small size. Enlarged means big size. Here the size, it is a point size image should be formed on the focus. Point size image should be formed on the focus. That's why diminished